Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome in for your midweek message. And OMG, when I said September was going to have big energies, this message again today starts and finishes with major arcana energy. Archangel Gabriel coming in the middle. It is another 4-card spread. It is literally another storyline for one or some of you connecting under the sound of my voice right now. We have Archangel Raguel starting, and we have Archangel Jeremiel finishing, and we have Gabriel in the middle. Now, the first one out today, again, I thought was very interesting. This came out in my pre-shuffle, and it came out again for my actual message. So number 8, beautiful souls, Justice, Archangel Raguel. And his little message says, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Now, globally, beautiful souls, we have so many countries rising up right now and saying enough is enough is enough. And I thought this was very interesting. As I said, Australia has just come off a weekend of mass protests all around Australia for mass immigration. We have homelessness out of control, cost of living and inflation out of control. We can't even look after our own people. A lot of this has been done on purpose, as we know, these big agendas that these globalists are trying to fulfill. And I've said this quietly off platform, that Australia, Germany, Canada, the UK particularly, and Australia are all testing grounds for this globalist agenda. They are testing it out in certain countries first, and then they are wanting to roll it out worldwide. And beautiful souls, the people are pushing back. They have seen, they can see it in their day-to-day life. They've had enough. There is, so much corruption going on in so many governments, in so many people in positions of power, particularly, that are ruling over people at this time, or ruling over people's aspects in some way, shape, or form, some parts of their lives. Things have become too far out of balance, and enough is enough is enough. Now, if you, beautiful souls, are going through a situation that is like this, particularly if it involves the justice or legal system, where things have been out of balance. Perhaps you've been in court cases, or you've been in and out of court, or you've had legalities that have been over you. They may have been playing out over the last 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, particularly. Something that has been long standing in your life. That ball is so much bigger than this little one up here. It's felt like a weight around you, right, that you've been dragging through life particularly, or dragging along for an extended period of time. Things are about to be shifted in your favor, right? Enough is enough. Remember, God is keeping score on everything. And the books must balance eventually, beautiful souls. Karma, however you want to reference it, must be returned, whether that is positive or negative. Now, major arcana energy, fighting for justice and equality. This is global energy right now. The world is getting up off its knees. Certain countries are getting up off their knees, and they are pushing back against injustice and inequality in their countries. For you in your personal lives, beautiful souls, as I said before, particularly if you have, and this could just be legal paperwork. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in the legal system. They're just saying the word documentation. If you've got paperwork or documentation that is some kind of, requires legalities or signing, whatever this is for you. You may be also in the process of drawing up documentation, beautiful souls. Some of you, this could be about job or careers at this time, but I feel this is more legal battles, legal situations in some way, shape, or form. Just know that God has seen everything and things are going to be balanced in your favor. If you do have court cases and things coming up, beautiful souls, it may look externally like you haven't got a hope in hell, but God, your guides and angels are overseeing this situation, beautiful souls, and things they're just saying will be fairly balanced, right? Now, coming in, we had the Queen of Gabriel on Monday, beautiful souls. Your second card to come out was the King of Gabriel. You are all kings and queens. This is the emperors and the empresses basically sitting back on their thrones. This could be you, beautiful souls, taking your position of authority, particularly if you do have some kind of legalities going on right now. They're just saying, calling the shots, right? These kings and queens, beautiful souls, look at him. He is not flustered. He is sitting there in all of his divinity and royalty, right? And fairly, they're saying. So again, beautiful souls, the King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Many of you, because this is Wands energy, this would be like the King of Wands. You may even have people in positions of authority helping you at this time. If you do have, situations like this playing out in your own life, or you could be seeking the advice of somebody in a position of authority that can help you. This could be destiny helpers coming in. This could be a new opportunity, right, from somebody in a position of authority. This could be like a CEO or, somebody in a position of power in a corporation or company. You may have been applying for job roles, beautiful souls, right, in positions of power. With teams, they're just saying leadership opportunities. This is also money. King of Wands. This is abundance and prosperity as well, beautiful souls. And they're just saying, like there's a little salamander down here. So again, this could be a little spirit animal that shows up for one or some of you. Go and look up the meaning, beautiful souls. They've just said to me the animals in the picture. And there's also an elephant over here. For some of you, you may have felt as though these situations, you've been waiting a long time. Elephants don't move quickly. They are very methodical, beautiful souls. They're also very regal animals as well, right? Positions of authority. Kings and queens in the old days, would have the little huts on the back and they would sit up there on top of the elephant. So there's some kind of leadership, some kind of prosperity, some kind of position of authority that you or somebody coming into your life holds. And, Gabriel brings news. They're showing me his trumpets up here in the back corner. This could be news coming in, beautiful souls, particularly if it's around legalities, court cases, documentations of some description or court cases, etc. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. So this gives me the sense this could be your lawyer, your solicitor, your barrister, beautiful souls. This could be somebody that you go to help you with paperwork or whatever it is, to put in resumes to some of these bigger companies. If you're chasing money in the legal system, beautiful souls, if somebody has done you wrong or they owe you money at this time. There's quite a few scenarios coming up in these two cards. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Well, this is you. But this is also these people that you are seeking out or are working on your behalf to bring in a fair and just outcome for all parties involved. Now, your third card, beautiful souls, is the 3 of Gabriel. This would be the Three of Wands. Your ship's coming in. You have been waiting and waiting and waiting, knowing at some point everything must change. Everything must turn, beautiful souls. You finish with the wheel, right? It's been slow moving. This isn't fast energy at all, but now action is here. Nines, we're in a 9-month, beautiful souls. This is a month of completions, a month of new beginnings. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Some of you are about to get settlements. And with that, your guides and angels are saying, perhaps you're going to seek the advice of a financial planner or somebody in a position that is going to help you invest wisely with whatever this is that's coming in, beautiful souls, because this is money. This is money for many of you. It could come in other ways, but these are just showing up heavily in the cards. Time to take the next step. We have been talking about this, methodical, slowly, one step at a time. Show me the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Some of you may actually be taking trips because this is travel as well, beautiful souls. Specifically, maybe some of you may be out on the water on boats. You may be going on a cruise. That's for a very small percentage of you, but this is travel, particularly over water, right? You may be taking a holiday, especially if you have payouts due to you, beautiful souls, or there's money coming in from somewhere. But again, prosperity arising from wise planning. The great wealth transfer too, beautiful souls. Many of you have been waiting, and some of you have been very meticulous and wise in planning your future, making sure that you have enough moving forward. And some of these investments are going to pay off. Right? Some of you may have been investing in crypto or bonds or stocks or certain companies, etc. as well, beautiful souls. Whatever that is, that's again for a small portion of you as well. But your ships are about to come in. There's about to be a payoff or a payout in some way, shape or form. For others of you, this is a new opportunity coming in. It's time for movement. It's time for the next step. And your final message, beautiful souls, it was 12:11 when I just looked down, is number 10, the wheel, Archangel Jeremiel. The wheel is turning. For some of you, it has been slow. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Some of you, they're just saying the winds of change. You've been waiting for the winds to change, to fill the sails, to move you forward. You may have felt in a place of stagnancy, particularly over this last eight months, maybe for the whole of 2025, beautiful souls. I'm feeling at least over the last few months especially, you've been waiting for something to shift. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So these archangels are coming in to tell you, right? You're starting at an 8. You're finishing on a 10. Things are moving forward, beautiful souls. And these are big energies. This could be shifts in your environments around you. This could be moving house. This could be traveling overseas. This could be physical relocations for some of you, or job opportunities that arise in other countries. Now, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're moving, but for some of you, you may be getting involved in big corporations where you're working for international companies. That's just come out of nowhere for somebody as well. But there's water here. Flowing water means movement. There's no more stagnancy. You may have been looking around at your life, particularly over this last 8 to 10 weeks, thinking, when are things going to change? Change is now, beautiful souls. It is happening. And I feel it's going to be methodical. They just keep giving me that word methodical. There's going to be planning and structure. Whether this is you going to work for somebody in a position of power that has those qualities, or these big corporations, particularly if you are working for big companies, or you are putting your resumes or your paperwork in, or you're dealing with corporations for settlements or work contracts or whatever it is, these things, they just said these things take time. They're not quick. They're not just, in a 24-hour period. There's a certain structure that must take place. But for others of you, this is also your creativity. You stepping back into your power now to take action, sitting back on your throne and commanding this energy, right? We don't come from a place of lack. Things are going to move forward. There is an opportunity. There is finances, as I said, coming in. The winds of change are here. The wheel is turning, beautiful souls. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating. What are you waiting for? What have you been hoping for? Have you got legalities around you right now? I cannot make this up. For those of you that are still here, big, happy changes. Big happy changes, beautiful souls. This would be like ace energy. This is timing cards as well. And they're just saying from the little angel number deck as well. I'm going to get you all a number and see what comes up, because these will be specific clarifiers. This one's just dropped 000. Well, in Australia, that's our emergency number, 000. But guidance, beautiful souls, this is like a full reset. Back to zero. I've talked about this before, and they're just saying between August, which we've just come out of, and October. So this 9-month particularly is all about action, but things moving over this next period, September and October. But 000, guidance. You have full support of the divine. The guidance that you are seeking is here. Not waiting for it. It is here. And your life is moving in the right direction. This is the start of a new beginning. I cannot make this up. New beginnings, beautiful souls. Big, happy changes. Where one cycle ends, a new one begins. Confirmation 3 times over. Affirmation, I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and the guidance that is all around me. I'm going to put that little affirmation, beautiful souls, in the pinned comment. You can write that out as your own affirmation in the comments as well. Claim it, believe it, receive it. I am sending you all so much love. What an incredible, positive, happy message. Big, big energy. Let me know how it's affecting you. And I'll see you all in here on Friday for your end of week weekend message. I love you all, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.